What's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another The Bondy Blue Show. I know I had to go on hiatus for a minute because I had way too many reality show recaps to get through. So it was just too much last week to put out a Bondy Blue Show. But I'm back, okay? I'm back and I'm ready. So let's just get into a few topics that I want to talk about. I'm going to try to make this not a long one, okay? But don't hold me to that, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is Nicki Minaj's brother, Jelani Maraj. Now, I have not spoken about this before because honestly, I do not care about the siblings of celebrities who don't do anything that I should care about. And Jelani is definitely one of those people okay, it was put out there that he was molesting his 11-year-old stepdaughter. They've gone through the trial, and just this past week, a conviction was passed down for the raping of a child, okay? The girl is now 14 years old. At the time, she was 11 years old. Her brother actually saved her. Her brother walked in on them, and this was not the first time. It had happened many times. She even went so far as to say it happened twice a day sometimes, 4 or 5 times a week. It was often. Whenever he was in the house with her alone, he took advantage and raped her. And now he's convicted. And I'm happy that he's convicted. He can possibly spend 15 to life in jail because of this, as all pedophiles should, especially those that marry women so that they can take advantage of their children. That pisses me off. And my hat's off to the young brother that decided to say something, that knew something was wrong, that felt something was wrong, and spoke out on his sister's behalf, which is something that she could not do for herself. Okay? Now, one of the things I notice about this story is that they're always putting up these pictures of Nicki Minaj hugging her brother. Her brother and her are very close. So then that begs me to question, was there any type of sexual relationship that happened between Nicki Minaj and her brother? I don't know what their age differences are. Something in me wanted to question if something had happened to Nicki Minaj as well. Who else has he been around? Has this happened to other young women in their family or in their lives? You know, just a ton of questions. Either way, he was trying to sell it to the people as if this was some type of extortion on Nicki Minaj. I cannot deal. I hope they put him under the jail, like I said, as they should, all pedophiles. Wendy Williams, okay, y'all know I love me some Wendy, okay? And yes, I had something to say about Wendy Williams and all of the turmoil with her husband, Kevin, okay? We heard that he was cheating. He has been cheating for a number of years, over a decade with the woman. He bought her a $750,000 house that's 10 miles away from the home he shares with Wendy Williams. The girl is walking around with a huge diamond ring on her hand. She looks pregnant. There are questions swirling. Okay, and my issue with Wendy is that I feel like she got on that stage in that purple chair and lied to us. I have a problem with that. You want to speak so freely about everybody else's life? I'm going to need for you to keep it at least this much honest with us about what's going on when a story like this comes out about you. Okay, she brushed that shit off. But on Halloween, she passed out in front of all of her live audience. Y'all, I was in LA like, oh, Jesus, what is going on with Wendy? Okay, me and my sister had to rewatch the broadcast so I can see if they were going to edit it out, but they did not because it was all over social media, so it made no sense to do it that way. Either way, what is going on with Wendy? We want to know, is she back on drugs? Is she having some health issues they haven't told us about? Or is it just the stress from dealing with all of her personal issues and her very crazy schedule? Y'all know Wendy does a lot. Wendy works a lot. And I feel like it's probably a combination of all of those things. I don't think that Wendy is back on drugs. It does not look that way to me. I hope that's not what it is. But that was definitely one of the things that popped into my head before the passing out. Just because I'd seen her not really aware of what was going on during the show sometimes. And I would just be like, what's going on with Wendy? You know what I mean? So I had that question pop in my head, but now I just think that she has probably stressed herself out. She has probably worked herself to her limit. She was in front of Barney's in New York just this past week crying. Some people were saying it's as if she wanted to be seen. I don't know about that, but I did see the picture of her getting into her vehicle. She looked very weak. She looked tired. She looked like someone had sucked all of the energy out of her face, maybe like she had just been crying. I don't know what's going on with Wendy, but I want to extend the hands of prayer. Okay, because I don't want Wendy to fall off. I love Wendy, and I want Wendy to stay in her seat until I come. Oh, I have not talked about it yet, but here today, we're going to talk about Tyrese, okay? Y'all, let's talk about Tyrese, okay? It all started with Tyrese going on a tirade about The Rock. He was pissed. He was upset because The Rock had decided to take the role as Hobbs and make it a spin-off movie. This would somehow slow the production of yet another Fast and Furious movie. They didn't have about 100 in the motherfuckers, okay? And for some reason, Tyrese took this as a personal attack on him and his family. Then he's having issues with his ex-wife and his daughter Shayla. He's making t-shirts and sweatshirts, making videos crying, me and my baby, I just want my baby. I mean, am I doing something illegal? Me and my baby. Y'all was trying to say it might be mental health issues. Some of y'all was making fun of him. Some of y'all made fun of him, then said it was mental health issues and shamed everybody else who was making fun of him just like you was at the beginning. He came out and said that Will and Jada were going to give him $5 million. Will and Jada said, bitch, when? Where? How? What? We did not say that, okay? So now he's not going to get that money. His wife, Samantha, who I feel like should have took his phone away a year ago, okay, before any of this could have even started, that phone should have been taken away from him. But I guess she just gonna sit back and watch her man dig an even digger ditch for himself, because he's about to put his fucking career to bed. If I see one more video of you acting crazy, then coming back to apologize for it, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I just can't take it. It's too much. I want to unfollow everybody that follows Tyrese that reposts his videos, because I'm tired of looking at this chocolatey dark man that I have loved for a very long time, you know, slowly dwindle down to a nigga I can't stand. So we found out that his wife Samantha was pregnant, and he decided to put a guilt trip on all of the celebrity women that he knows to be his wife's comfort, to be her support system in this, the way he has been a support system for black women. Excuse me, Tyrese? If we're not fat and nasty, we're wearing fake hair, nails, and eyelashes, and nobody will take us seriously, you're always telling black women what they need to do with themselves. There are things that I do agree with when in regards to Tyrese, but I do feel like he pokes and prods so much, and he never says anything about black men. Black men have a whole bunch of fucking faults, okay? A whole bunch of faults. And I'm not talking about every black man. I'm just talking about the isms of black men, okay? Not loving black women the way they should. Always talking shit about black women. Always saying shit that they should not say in front of mixed company about black women. He's one of those men. You cried and bitched about having time with your daughter, and then you get that time and decide to go and take a vacation without her? Really? 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 But you want me to feel sorry for you and care about your mental health? Now he makes a video saying that he was tripping out. He knows he was tripping out, and it was all because a doctor had put him on a medication that made him lose his fucking mind. I don't know what to believe at this point, but I do want to call bullshit. I want to call bullshit on you, Tyrese. I called bullshit on you when you tried to blame The Rock. I called bullshit on you when you were crying in that fucking video, because I know you're a good actor, and you were giving me the Tyrese baby boy cry. And I was wishing that Ving Rhames would come out from behind a closet somewhere and strangle your fucking ass into submission to stop acting like the bitch-made nigga that you have become. All I know is, put the phone down, get off social media, stop blaming other people for your problems, put your ass in check. You're my Monday and my Friday. Or now you're just my Monday because I fucking hate you. Okay, look. Tamar and Vince just came back for its final season, you guys, and everybody is wondering if the divorce situation is also we can watch the show. I do not believe that. I have seen Tamar and the Braxtons on reality TV for a decade now, and they've never been fake and phony about anything they do. And now we're seeing slim but baggy Vince begging to have his wife back after Tamar filed for divorce. I do not know why it took so long. I watched Tamar and Vince, and I didn't watch last season, but all the other seasons I've watched. And one of the reasons why I stopped watching it is because I was tired of hearing the way Vince would talk to her. She can very much be annoying. We all know that. But at the end of the day, I saw many occasions where I felt like Vince was being a complete asshole. But because of the way people perceive Tamar, it's always going to be her fault. She recently did an interview after he was begging for her to come back to him, saying he wanted to work it out. And she said that, no, I don't want to work it out because I don't want to be married to somebody who I'm just married just so I can say I'm married. So I can say we held it together and we was holding on. I don't know if y'all remember, but before the divorce rumors came out, she said that this was going to be her last album, the album that she just put out. I will put it on the screen so that y'all can check out the album because I love Tamar's music. Her first album was the shit to me. And I haven't even given it a listen yet, but that's because I've been so preoccupied with another album that I'm going to talk to you about after this. But y'all support Tamar, okay? Because I do feel like at heart, Tamar is a good person. Vince is an asshole. And I thought this divorce would have happened at least maybe a year or two ago after when was it that he bit her finger off, you guys? Yes, he bit her finger. Tony was worried about it. They had to call the police to the hotel they were in because he bit her finger off. I'm like, you big nigga, are you trying to eat her alive? What is happening here? Then the mama was on TMZ saying that she wants Vince to keep his hands off of her daughter before he kills her. Okay, I love Vince, but I ain't got time for him putting his hands on my daughter. That's how she felt about it. We can all understand that. And that solidified how serious this divorce was for everybody. That the mama was talking about him being physical. Tamar has been in abusive relationships before and she has spoken on them. And something tells me that she never really got out of the abusive relationship. She was in one before Vince and I feel like she entered one with Vince. Vince was very emotionally, mentally, and verbally abusive on the show. So I can only imagine the physicality that goes behind closed doors, especially when you biting bitches' fingers off like they chicken fingers, okay? Like, for real. Vince has lost a lot of weight. Tamar says that he has a bitch over here and a bitch over there, and I'm like, yeah, they only want him because he has money, because he's not that attractive when he doesn't have the weight on him. He's one of those people that look better fat. Not to say I want you to be unhealthy, but he looks deflated, and it's not just like the extra skin that he wants to get the surgery to remove. It's like in the face. It's like a deflated face. You know, like how when Star Jones and Al Roker lost weight, and you was just like, damn, they look better fat. And you hate to say that because you want people to be healthy, but it's just like, ugh, I liked you better fat. I don't know. All I know is Tamar and Vince are getting a divorce. I feel sorry for the family. I feel sorry for their baby for not being able to be in their marriage and through the good years for a longer period of time. They just had him, what is he, 2 years old, and now they're getting a divorce after being together for over a decade. It's just sad. It's sad, but it's a realization. My fave rapper, Big Crit, just came out with a double album called Forever Is a Mighty Long Time, okay? Now, if y'all go and listen to Chris Brown's 45 tracks, y'all gonna give my bruh, Big Crit, the listen, okay, with his 22 tracks, okay? Y'all, it is by far one of my favorite albums of the year. I'm gonna just give y'all a few of the songs so y'all can go and listen to them, and then y'all can hear what my faves are so y'all can decide if y'all want to get into it or not. But y'all should definitely get into it, okay? Big Bang featuring T.I. is one of my favorite songs. If I'm getting in the car and I feel like I need to get hyped right quick, I'm putting on Big Bang, okay? Big Bang. Subinstein, okay? My sub, Puff Puff, okay? If you ever listen to any of Crit's mixtapes or his other albums, you'll know that he usually does a My Sub song. My Sub is basically the booming bass in his old school car. Okay, so he dedicates a song to his sub every time. Get Up to Come Down, which has CeeLo Green rapping on it, and y'all know it's been a long time since we heard CeeLo rap. Everlasting is a really good song. How You Callin' featuring Jill Scott. Bury Me in Gold, The Light featuring Bilal. Look, y'all, please get into, give it a listen. Big Crit's Forever Is a Mighty Long Time, because it rock. It rock. And lastly, you guys, Meek Mill. Meek Mill is going to jail for 2 to 4 years. He was judged by a black female judge who has been with him for this whole ride from when he originally got arrested in 2008 for a drug and firearms charge. He has since then violated his probation twice, and now he is possibly going to jail for 2 to 4 years. Everybody is up in arms. A whole bunch of celebrities, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, came out and said they were supporting Meek Mill, and that him being in jail is obviously the fault of our fucked up justice system, because he's an artist. He's trying to make money out here. He's doing the best he can. He's trying to live right. He's not selling drugs anymore. So why are y'all trying to put him back in jail when there are so many other people who have killed people and y'all let them go? Because for some reason in your mind, their reasonable doubt makes it okay to let them out on the streets. But Meek Mill, oh, riding a two-wheeler in Manhattan, nigga? What? Oh, you gotta go to jail, okay? Breaking up a fight in the airport when a fan got a little bit too handsy because you didn't want to take a picture because you was tired and had coal in your eye? Oh, under the jail. Yes, you guys, I do feel like Meek Mill is usually the lame nigga in the room. But that does not mean that I think it's okay for him to have been on probation for this long. 10 years of probation, that's what we really need to start looking into. You let people out of jail and then you basically keep them imprisoned by putting them through a decade of probation after letting them out of jail. Fuck all that, okay? A year of probation. Most of the time, if people are going to be repeat offenders, they're going to fuck up within that first year. If they haven't fucked up after that first year being out of jail, let them people be free and live their lives, okay? Meek Mill did nothing that was that serious for him to land in jail for 2 to 4 years because the judge is tired of seeing his rich ass come into her courtroom, okay? Y'all, I am not all on Meek's side. I do feel like as a person that was on probation, he knew better. He should have done better. But at the same time, 10 years is a mighty long fucking time to be watching every single thing that you do. The culture will wait for him because of this. Him going to jail might have been the best thing he could have done for his career. All in all, I hope he will be able to keep going when he gets out. I hope they don't put him in jail for 4 years. I hope he doesn't even serve the whole 2 years. So yes, I'm rooting for the lame in this situation. Y'all prayers out to Meek Mill. All right, you guys, I did not get an MFN advice this week. So when I do get an MFN advice, the email is down below in the description box. I will make a separate MFN advice video for you guys. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Come back, Care Bear, share, shake, and text. And I'll see you in the next one.
I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag, this shit cool. I look fly.
Mm-hmm.